Okay, here we go. Thanks to Lexus, Leah, Libney, we went ahead and just got these, graphed each one, found out the correct answer. Ooh, I guess I can move it over. No, I still don't like that. It's going to be, ready, 5/7 times the quantity x minus 7. To move that -2 over, we add a 2, until we graphed it like that. Turns out to be the right one. Perfect. Any questions? Okay, now this one, guys, is pretty easy. When there's a power raised to a power, you basically multiply the exponents. There's a 1 here, there's a -6 there, there's a 2 on the outside, so it becomes x 1 times a 2. I have y to the -6 times a 2. This gives me x squared. This gives me y to -12. And there's my answer. I don't like that answer. Again, I told y'all we took this, and I guess this one came out in the benchmarks, and I don't like it. My whole, whatever, 30-something years, maybe doing this stuff, they have always told me don't turn in a negative exponent. So now the state says it's okay. Kind of crazy, but it's all good. So then we're going to explain this one, guys. When this is talking about credits, the credits and there's credits are going to be two things: 3 credit courses and 4 credit courses. So you want to put credits with credits with credits, and then courses with courses. There's 2 courses here, and they all add up to 18. The credits are 2 different amounts. They add up to 59. So just go through it slowly. There's going to be courses that are worth, what, 3 credits, and courses that are worth 4 credits. When we go with credits, make sure you set it up like that. Credits or with credits, and they equal credits. Okay. Now you have to come out here, courses. They equal 18. Well, what kind of courses? The X courses are the 3-hour courses, and the 4-hour courses. Courses, because there's 2 different types of courses. One course is X's, one course is that one. How many of those X's, how many of those Y's equals the total credits. Come to the calculator really quick-ish. I just typed it in already. Go to menu 3.2, LinSolve, and just copy that or type it in exactly. Press enter, and there it is. When you come out here, you do want to understand that you did say the X's were your 3-hour courses, and they're asking for the 3-hour courses, so you go here to the X's, and 13 is your answer. Pretty sweet. Not too bad. Okay, so the graph of the linear function f passes through the point 1, -9. So I would definitely want to know that point where it is, 1, -9 down here. It has a slope of a -3. So if you come out here and go to the slope, this is a slope of a -9. So your 9 is going to be going through there, something like that. You got it? Somewhere there. And they want to know about the 0. Help me out. What in my mind, I forgot there's 3 other words. One is your root, your solution, and I think the most important one is your x-intercept. So I don't know what to tell you. These are x values. Now it could be here at 2. It could be here at 4. It could be at -6. Or it could be at -2. I don't know what to tell you. So they want the slope to be going at a -3 rate going through this point. So I'm going to actually just do that from here. Make sure you know -3 is your slope, and it's also known as your -3 over 1, which is also known as your rise over your run. Now -3 is also equal to a 3 divided by a -1. So from here, I'm going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. Up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. Up 1, 2, 3 over 1. So there's my line with a negative slope of 3. Boom. There's my answer, -2. Now I was going to tell you, it could not be negative and go through this one. It could not be negative and go through that one. So now I have to be that one or that one, and it's obviously this one. Cool? Okay, on this one, guys, they want to know what is the y-intercept. Well, the y-intercept, if you forget, is when x is equal to 0. So we're going to use that idea right here. We're going to graph that. We're going to use a brain, actually. So 5.2 to the 0 is really equal to 1. Anything to the 0 is 1. Now we have right here, when h of x is to the 0, x 0, now we're going to have 29 times 1, so we're going to just say h of 0 slash my y-intercept is just 29. So this is my answer, 29. Easy and cheesy. Okay, guys, by popular demand, this one's too easy. Just graph it. Graph it. Real easy. I want to tell you, it's not this one, it's not that one. Let me tell you how it's not those two. Because when x is 0, you're on your y-intercept. Do you agree? This would say we're at -9. This one would say we're at -9. It would say the y-intercept will be at a -9. It's not going through there. This one says it's at 0. And this one also says it's at 0. So it's one of these two. But since there's a negative thing, I think it's this one. I really think it's that one. But graph it on the calculator. Don't waste time. Don't take my word for it. Graph it on the calculator. Woo! Yeehaw! So the way we're going to approach this one is we graph that first one. There it is, 24x squared minus 22x plus 5. And then we're going to graph that one. And then we're going to actually just come out here and, come on, graph it. What's going on? And we're going to get these and plug them in. It won't be that one. I'm going to try that one, if you don't mind. So I'm going to type it in here. Go with 8x minus 5. And with 3x minus 1. Whoa, whoa. Woo! What do y'all think? Are they the same? Right? So how would I check? Do y'all know how to check? Good. Menu, zoom, in. Oh, no, they're not the same. They are not. I'm going to go back here to menu, zoom, ready? I'm going to go to standard. Okay. I'm going to go to tab, get rid of tab, get rid of the second one. And then type in the third one, 12x minus 5 2x minus 1. Menu, zoom in, let's see if it's what? They still look the same. Why are they showing me this one on top of the other one? Because that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. What do y'all think? Pretty easy? Kind of cheesy? Okay, to work on this one, we're just going to graph it. That's it. We're going to graph each one. I can tell you, I can do this in my head because I've been doing this for years. Let me show you how to do it. For this line here, y-intercept is a 4. The y-intercept for the other one is a -4. Okay, that's it. So far, I got rid of 2, right? Next thing, I'm going to look at my slope. When I have a +4, when I have this +4 y-intercept, I have a positive slope. There's my answer. Did you see it? I don't think I've seen this one in the benchmark. It was? Okay. So if you don't even know what I did there, and you're like, sir, it's just confusing the daylights out of me. Well, then just graph it. Don't be there freaking out. Just graph it. We want to make sure that they compete, or are the same, basically, compete. Basically, they're the same graphs. So what I want to do, I think, which was the answer? Is this one? I'm going to just show you that's the answer, and that's it. I'm not going to waste time to do the x. Oh, the rest of them. X plus 4. But boom, there's that one. It's going through 4. It's going through -4. Boom, I like that one already. I'm going to press tab, graph the other one. We're going to go with a -2x minus 4. And there it is. Crosses like about -2.5 and 1.5. -1, 2, yeah, -2. Yeah, perfect. Boom, crosses right there at a -2. And crosses at a -4. Boom, that's my answer. Was I correct? Yeah. Okay, two more. So this is what I would tell you to do, right? If you don't know how to do this one, then I'm going to tell you them and just go to the calculator. You see these things? These are functions. And then Control T and look for the Control T. That's it. I would go each one. I know it's this one, so I'm going to show you how to Control T that one. I would turn it on. Go to a graph. Graph that one. I don't even care what the graph looks like because I'm going based off of this table here. Do you agree? And I'm going to multiply it times control a fraction of 6/5. And then raise that. All of that raised to an x. Again, I don't care about the graph. They didn't give me the graph, but I do see, like, remember I was showing you that I could see it going up from left to right. My values are going up. Control T, double check that my calculator and the table makes sense. -2, 12.5, check. -1, 15, check. 0, 18, check. 1, 21.6, check. 2, 25.9. Final answer, B. Not too bad. Not too Okay, so once you see this paper right here, guys, this question, you better start thinking. Ready? Listen spreadsheets. Looking at my answer choices, you would be menu 413 or menu 416. I'll tell you which one it is. Ready? The answer choices. Okay, look at this one. Menu 413. I'm going to come here. I input the numbers already. 1367, 1367, 21, 15, 63. If I come out here and I go to menu 4, 1, look at 3. What's 3? It says mx plus b. What do these look like? Do these look like mx plus b? Oh, okay, now let's look at quadratic. Do you remember what quadratic regression is? If you don't, just click on that one. Okay, and then do it the same way. Just here, just do it the same way. B, control this one. Oh, great. Seriously, what's going on? B, and then control this one. Yeah. Now look at that. This one gives you, it even shows you right here, has an x squared. Do these have x squares? Do they have anything squared? No, so it's not menu 416. So the way you fix that is you go to Control Escape, and then you go to Menu 413. B here, and B is linear, guys. Menu 413, I'm sorry, is linear. Those are linear. Look at your slope. What's my slope? 3. So I'm looking at that. Oh, that's yeah, -3. So it's that one or it's that one. Okay, and then let's look at the y-intercept. The y-intercept of 24. It's that one, and it's not that one. But boom. What do y'all think? Pretty easy? Pretty? Pretty cheesy and squeezy. Lemonade style. If the next one's real easy, we do the next one. What do y'all think? Okay, then we'll start answering this one, guys. So this one, go ahead and graph this one. I'm going to tell you this, but by my mind, my memory and everything, I can do this stuff pretty quick, pretty easy. It goes like this. This one's a parent function, it goes like that. And this one says, well, this one becomes like a reading question, because this one says, hey, that is your parent function, or the function right in the beginning. And then everywhere you see this, it's basically x squared. So this one right here is basically x squared minus 9. And it's saying, how does x squared, which is that one, compare to the graph of this one? If you forgot, this one just does something to it. What does it do? I know, but I want you to practice doing it. So let's try on the calculator, and we're going to graph both. We're going to graph both, right? We're going to turn it on. Remember, the first one, we're going to graph it as regular x squared. Boom. The next one, we go to tab, and we're going to go to x squared minus 9, and there it is. So now we got a reading question here. It's not hard because all that stuff was really cheesy. Okay, so let's look at them. It looks like this. It looks like that, okay? This one goes to the origin, and this one goes down here. The graph of G, remember, G is this one right here, and F is that one right there. The graph of G is reflected. Reflected means to be flipping over. Did it flip over? No. The vertex of the graph is graph G, which is the lower one, is 9 units to the right. It's saying this one's to the right? No. The graph, and the way you compare them is the vertex, guys. The point, the lowest point and the highest point, compare that. The graph of G is reflected across the y-axis. So this is the y-axis. So bring this side and flip it over to the side. Well, wouldn't you get this side? And then get this side and flip it over to this side. No, this is ridiculous. The y-intercept of the graph of G, which is the one below here, is 9 units below the y-intercept. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. You all know how to do it? So this one here, yes. As you can see here, something's going on, but you do have to do this part first. Remember, please excuse my doing that. So parentheses, exponents, this is an exponent right there. So what happens on this part right here, I guess I'll do it down here, becomes x 7 times 3, which is basically x to the 21st power, times, I'm going to bring that down here, and that's going to be x to the 22nd power. Those together. When you have them multiplied next to each other, guys, like that, you come out here and you add them up, 22 plus 21, which now gives you x to the 43. Final answer, 43. Now, I do want to comment real quick. I think I closed it. Okay, so for the griddable, you should want to put it anywhere, all right? You can put it here, 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 here. It doesn't matter. You just cannot separate them. Questions over that? Anybody have any questions there?